Hey everybody, welcome to our track challenge. My name is Ben_Burns. Today we're going to be writing a song in 2 hours or less. This is an auspicious day for a lot of reasons. First, this is the 8-year anniversary of the 2-hour track challenge. I started this project 8 years ago today, January 20th, 2016. It's also the last episode of the 2-hour track challenge. I've decided to sunset this project as gracefully as I can. And this is going to be the last official one. I'm definitely still going to do timed challenges and all that other stuff. My stream schedule stays pretty much the same, but I just decided that I wanted to move away from having this kind of regimented schedule where I'm just doing a 2-hour track challenge every week. And I wanted to try to explore new options and stuff. So, to say that I'm anxious is a little bit of an understatement. Obviously, I'm dressed for the occasion. I'm dressed very to celebrate. I don't know. It's also very cold in my studio today. So I'm just going to get going. And honestly, I'm anxious about this, partially because I feel like I have to do something, significant. And really, all I want to do is I just want to do a normal 2-hour track challenge. So I'm just going to do that, right? I'm just going to kind of jam on what I normally do. And if we make a thing, we make a thing. I had a thought earlier today, and I want to see if I can do something with that. Man, these are some neat, weird kicks. I don't know where I got these from. Yeah, I'll do 95, 98. So yeah, I'm okay, this top bit is actually really annoying. I'm anxious today about this, but I think that's the pattern, so I need a snare. And I'm still not a huge fan of checkerboarding. But I like the concept of it. Actually, this might be interesting. This is not a terribly complicated concept, but so checkerboarding is when you don't use MIDI to trigger your drums. You manually do it like this, because usually what you have is you have things kind of separated out, and you have your hats in there, and it kind of ends up looking like a checkerboard because it's kind of repeating patterns. Yes, Pizza, we are doing this. It's very scary. Did you see the thing I sent you in Discord? It made me happy. It's not something I'll be using here, but I figured that if anybody was going to appreciate that, it was going to be you. For context, it is the sample from Brian David Gilbert talking about making leftovers.
Oops, you're a pizza now.
Which I found very funny. Oh, that is a snare. So we're just looking for a basic hat. Oop. Wrong thing. There we go. So yeah, like I said, I'm anxious about this, but I feel like once we get into it, it'll be fine. Okay, appreciate is a strong word. You're right. We'll be fine. I don't really know what I want to do either, and that's kind of the problem with something like this. It's just kind of I mean, it's a good start. I actually do kind of like how those drums work together. Could be down another octave, huh? Or we could... I don't know if this is the way I want to go today. It sounds cool though. And this is kind of like me getting in my own head, yeah, because like I want to make the last song like something big and like, yeah. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna actually save this. 120, but no, I do want to make something more chill today. I think that's sounded a bit out of tune that low. Yeah, it did. What I was originally going for is the vocal thing, which the name is Farlight. I was thinking about like doing some kind of pad stuff and messing with this because this kind of creates some nice ambient abstract music, and that's kind of what I'm going for today. It's a little too hissy. So I was messing with chord progressions before I started streaming, and I kind of came up with a neat one. I don't know if it fits here, though. Kinda? I don't know. Hey, wolves. Run with it. Yeah, I just need to start, right? Thank you for the tree donation. I appreciate that. You dig? Okay, well, if you dig it, that's all I need. So, yeah, we'll keep it at about 85.
Remember to save.
Hello, everybody. Remember to save. But first, you have to start a project before you can save it. I think that this is a little too big, if you know what I mean. It's just has a lot of, let's get rid of this, lower the reverb and delay maybe. Like some of the effects on this just make it sound really huge. It has an interesting gate to it. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of the same, just like some big donkers of a kick. Almost like a pad you'd make. Yeah, it has kind of like that whispery quality to it that you have in a lot of your pads that I like. Yeah, I am too. I mean, that's why I like Farlight so much, right? Because it has like this real organic sound to it. Okay, and then we'll find a snare. I've been, like I keep saying, I've been trying to avoid the Vengeance snares just because I use them so frequently. But, you know. That's so loud. Okay, those are vengeance snares. The problem is I have like, yeah, exactly. That might be a little too small. But it also might need something that's a little bit more electronic. I don't know. Yeah, that's the problem with searching for snares. You don't always get the claps in every other bit. Something like this, but we clip most of it off. I don't know. It's a start. Hello, Toxic. How are you? I'm anxious. Too late. I'm doing all right. I feel that like once we get into it, like for most of these 2-hour track challenges, I kind of just like enter a fugue state, and then it's like 2 hours later and there's a song in front of me. So I have a feeling that this will be pretty much the same situation. Actually, that's kind of nice. Okay. Now let's find a better... Well, let's hear what... Okay, this has a click. Was it? Okay, so let's, instead of trying to do that, let's see if we can just... Okay, I do like that kick, though. That was kind of the kick I was trying to make on Wednesday. It has like that kind of fluffy noise on the top end. Okay, and tighten this up. Maybe transpose it by like 2. Hey, Trevor. That's too loud, but that's okay. I mean, the drums aren't super inspired right now, but that's okay. They don't have to be. Like, we're a minute into this song, so the nice thing about 150 BPM is that it's twice as fast as the show will go on in my heart. Actually, no, twice as fast as 85 would be 160, 170, so whatever. There's actually a lot. As you might imagine, I have been thinking about this a lot, and I'm not entirely sure how I want to play that, right? Like, I had an idea for a track name called Threshold, as in like walking through a door. Oh, this actually sounds better. Halftime. Oh, double. Then I had like lyrics written down last night right before I went to bed. It's like, now we're at the threshold, we are at the gates, there's no going back from here, but we don't want to anyway. And I was like, I don't know how that'll fit, but you know, I want to try to make a song before I try to throw lyrics into it, you know. How you doing, Clear? Why did this trigger? There we go. Okay, let's go back to this real quick and let's add some breath for these. Because one of the biggest struggles I have is the fact that I don't like allow the song to breathe, and it's just like walls of pads, which generally is fine, but for every door that closes, yes. That was a good song. Yeah. Yeah, I like that one a lot. That was number one on my list for a very long time. It's a mood title, yeah. But I already used it. Curse you past Ben for taking all the good words and leaving me with the dregs. That would be a reference literally no person in the universe would get except for like us three, which I guess isn't a bad thing. I'm getting a little in the weeds with this, but that's okay. Hey, Trevor, stop scratching up that ottoman. He really wants to destroy that thing.
Yeah, he's on my list.
Well, just put a shirt on him then. He gets his PJs early today. I know, pizza. I appreciate that.
Here you go. Turn on the thing.
Oops, I have too many hat rolls here. I mean, you could get real cheesy with it and be like, for every sunset, there's a sunrise. Or just like another sunrise or something. But I like I mean, if we do end up going with lyrics or something for this, I think that like Threshold might be a good one because you get to make a reference that only 1d6 people. Okay, well, let me get my dice. I need to... Where'd they go? Let's see. There it is. Oh no. It's only for me. Sorry everybody. This is a reference only I get. Oh man. I mean, honestly, that's what art is, right? Yeah. That bass does not punch through very well. Okay, Ableton. There we go. Yeah. So let's clean this up a little bit. I don't know. I think this could work. Part of the problem is that these chords are just like on the one. Which I think this bass helps a little bit. Give it some motion. And then we just kind of need to figure out how exactly we put together like a structure for this, because obviously I don't want this to just be a chord progression that persists through the whole song. What am I looking for here? Apparently I forget. Scarby, thank you. I don't like this new contact. Oh wait, it's minor first. Don't know where we're going here. Okay. Yeah, I'm just like, do I just, again, self-indulgent, you know, like we can do whatever. And it might also be beneficial to just like, okay, David Lynch. Isn't that who said that? Like, okay, do it again, but good this time. David Lynch, do it again. But let's try this again. But this time good. Yeah. I mean, that would be a fitting end to the end title too. There's just some long noodle over this.
Remember to save.
Everybody remember to save. So yeah, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna record some backing chords. Noodle for a long time. Actually, let's. So I just came up with this chord progression. I like it, but long noodle. Aside from that mistake I had, that was pretty good. It also offers a little bit more movement with this stuff, which I think is what we desperately need here. If we're going self-indulgent. contact. Anyway, hi everybody. Let's wait for contact to think. I'm literally not playing a note. I don't know why I did that. I was playing that note like 20 minutes ago. So yeah, I mean, yeah, like, okay. I mean, I think we've got something, and that's really kind of the most important thing, right? Like, we have something that's interesting. Now we just need to make it like good. Which, you know, is a struggle too, but it's less of a struggle than just being like, I don't know what I'm going to do today. So, you know, that's a win for me. I don't know if this is going to help at all. I should really just make that my default. There we go. Offer a little bit of a bolster it on the low end, you know? Kitties, what is with you today? They're crazy. Okay, so I think this one. The show will go on in my heart. Yeah, and I mean, that's kind of, excuse me, that was kind of like the crux of what I was trying to say. It's just, oh my gosh, excuse me. Like, this series might be ending, but that doesn't mean that I'm going to be like not making music anymore. You know, it's like the whole point is that I'm just kind of moving on to another thing without like Ableton. Oh yeah. That's a nice vibe though, right? Okay, I do want to fix this up though before I get too entrenched in this whole thing, because I feel like this loop is just a little bit off. Where is it? I think it's right here. Like it just feels just off enough where it is. There we go. All of these are just like, which probably also means that this loop didn't work right. Oh, maybe not. Okay. Never trust Ableton. Maybe that should be the name of the song. Not that I ever had a sponsorship with Ableton, but imagine naming a song that would not win me any favors. Never trust DistroKid. What did they do now? I mean, aside from them, like, that's true. I have done, okay, so I did do a DistroKid sponsorship a million years ago. I'll load that up. Which is like, it was like a good sponsorship. Like, I felt it was a good video back when I was doing like talking head videos. It's not a really good screenshot of me, but you know. But it's like one of those things where I did that video, and then because you know DistroKid reached out and was like, "We'll give you $500 if you make this video for us," and stuff. It's like, "Oh, cool." I think it was still opposite back then. I was recording a lot more like talking head videos back then. And like they're like, "Oh, that's cool. Like, thank you for reaching out. This is a really cool opportunity and stuff." And then like when I released my video, like Jeremy Blake and like 5 other musicians released like the exact same video at the exact same time. I was like, "Oh man, I kind of feel shitty about this." Which, you know, like that's marketing, and whoever was in charge of that campaign did a real bad job at coordinating. But like I feel like the actual thing that I was, Magpie, that's what it was. Yeah, it was Simon the Magpie. That was the other big one who I followed. I swapped sides 5 years ago, I think. I mean, we could look it up. I'm highly distracted this video, and I'm okay with that. Here. So we have the back burner folder, I think. Or maybe it's just in miscellaneous random Ben pics? No. Unrelated nonsense. I think I have studio pictures. Yeah. 2014. 2015. R.A.P. girl. 2016, 2018, and then 2023. I had a bit of I think I switched in 2018 because this is how it used to look. Okay, I actually do like these beeps, but they need to be a little bit more contained. Okay. Beep. Oh, speaking of emotes, I did add that one. I need to edit it a little bit. You can't see like the little tail of the speech bubble, so it needs some work, but I am kind of a big fan of that. Exactly, and that's why I love the speech bubble ones, because they work so well with like integrating it with other people's emotes. Yeah, so okay, let's get some Valhalla Supermassive on here, maybe. Give it a lot more space. Although I do kind of like it gooping around like that. It makes it feel a little bit more uncertain, right? Thanks, Toxic. I do like that Hey one. That Hey one is really nice. The remember to save reminder? Yeah, it's gone off a couple times. It's going to go off again in a minute. So it automatically resets every time I start a new stream. So it's always on unless I manually turn it off. Well, you'll hear it in about 40 seconds. Okay, so where do we want to go with this? I feel that, Hey, Tycho, stop destroying the ottoman.
Bro!
He's freaking out because now there's a blanket he
Now
can
there's
get
a
under.
blanket he can climb under. Oh my god, you're such a turkey. One brain cell. One brain
I thought you
cell.
didn't like the stigma that, or
I
the
don't like it, but he
that orange
clearly
cats only have
has
one brain
cell.
shared brain cell among all of them.
When he does stuff like this, then yes.
Did it do the remember to save? Maybe it didn't. Am I losing my mind now? Oh wait, no, it's 10 seconds away.
Remember
There it
to
is.
save.
No, that's Manon. That's a character in Street Fighter 6. Okay, so we're just kind of running in circles here. We need to actually make a song. And like, part of me wants to just like see if I can. What were those lyrics? No, no, I don't know if that'll work. We are at the gate. There's no going back from here. We don't want to anyway. I don't know, maybe? At the threshold. I don't know if I really want to put that minute load on me. But we need to break out of this loop. So so if we end up at G major. Oop, there we go. So yeah, we can switch this up, and I think that like going for like a more traditional sound might be cool. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. This feels like a much more like traditional song, which I'm fine with. Actually, I don't want the click track. Let's just put this in here. It just feels like it needs some like more motion to it, right? Oh my god, these cats today. You can't really hear this at all, huh? I feel like all the cats need their shirts on again. I don't know.
They're all just being turkeys.
I don't know
What's going on?
what's up with them
I just
today.
gave you some snackos.
I don't know if I like that. It's okay. Where are we going here? Okay, well, let's make this at least a little bit more interesting and like cut out some of the drums here and try to like a hook, right? It needs something to it needs something to keep people interested, because right now it's very basic, which again, like, I don't think that that's necessarily a bad thing, but I do think that we need to kind of amp things up a little bit and make it a little bit more interesting. So we're gonna try to mess around with like some drum patterns and try to make it a little bit more dynamic. This needs a kick here. Okay. Nope, not that. There we go. And like we could go through all the all the classics. I could make my little theremin lead that I use all the time, and like I don't know if that's really what I want to do. Is just kind of like revisit everything that I've done in the past. But yeah, we could you can call this song like At the Threshold, maybe. Need to add like a little bit of a delay to this. Cool. And also maybe like a ride, like a reverse ride. Excuse me. Oh, your classic. I was thinking about bringing back like all of the Madame Berry samples that I used, but I don't know if this is really the appropriate venue for that. As funny as it would be. I think Madame Berry's actually streaming at noon, so I might raid her once we're done, just because I think she did some art for like a game, and she's playing that game on stream, so I'm kind of excited to see where that goes. Which is neat. It's like a sticker game, I think. I don't really know. I feel like this is also like a song that feels more traditional. It doesn't have crazy drum bits in it, but you know, maybe we'll see where it goes. Those are too loud though. Okay, so I think what we need is we need to break out of this loop. And, I mean, break out of this loop is also another good, or like, loop breaker. Good name for the song, you know? Hey, Tycho! It's just one of those days, man. So, yeah, we could... Whoa. It just feels quiet, right? So what I'm trying to do is we end here, and then like traditionally yeah, but see, like going from here to here, doesn't seem very interesting. So I'm gonna do like an inversion, so it'd be like, so that's like circular, right? I just feel like this loop doesn't really necessitate for, like, it can't last us the whole song. It sounds very good, but I feel like we need to, like, shift it up. Which is not a problem. We just need to figure out where we're going, right? Basically there, we're just going. Music theory. Take the wheel. So that's kind of, it's an iteration on what we already have, which I think actually works pretty well. So let's try to add that, and then maybe we can work on kind of progressing away from this, because I also feel like this is one of those songs that doesn't necessarily stay in the same spot. So who knows, right? It also helps if I start on the right note. Cool. I think I was hitting the wrong note here. Yep, that is supposed to be an F. Thank you, Ableton, for cropping off my notes. Always appreciated. Okay, so then we just kind of bring these in. I've been doing this for 3 years with this piano.
Remember to save.
What if we do this? So we do, oh jeez. Thank you, Toxic. Hey, everybody, remember to save. So we're kind of splitting that up a little bit more. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 3, 4. It sounds a little bit better. I don't know. We can go like this, and this can go, what's there? So yeah, we can do this. Because I really do like that C minor to F major. I think that that's such a really pretty transition. But like, okay, that sounds better. And it's obviously not like the first time I've done that transition, but right. This is how pianos work. I have to do the same thing here. And I'm also just trying to like break away from the whole everything has to exist on the measure because it's boring and I don't like that. So I'm trying to get away from that too, right? Like, there we go. course, now that messes up like my ability to count to 4. So. Okay. Go like this. It's a little bit more cohesive. And then... Cool. Maybe get rid of these and these. We need another snare in here. Did I say remember to save? Please remember to save. You must save, must preserve your work and your legacy, so future generations may. Bask in the remnants of what your consciousness evoked. I have like a weird, it's not that weird, but I have like an interesting thought on like something we can do with kind of the theremin lead, but not really. So it'd be like, there would also be a lot of different things. Set this to monophonic, change this to like, okay, the rate's too high. Really, the amount's too high. It's also, oops, it's also an octave too low, but you know, that's a problem we can fix. Maybe we could also like just shuttle this off to the right hand side or something, just to leave room for other stuff. I don't know. We just get it on the board. I don't know if theremin's the right call here. Oh, man. Like, I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like, I go into this thinking it's like, oh, man, this is going to be the biggest, best song. Because, like, part of my brain's like, this is the final exam of the 2-hour track challenge. You have to make the best song you've ever written. It's like, that's not how creativity works, dog. So sometimes you just make a thing that you think sounds cool, and it doesn't have to be you don't call yourself dog with a W. Just me? Okay. I think that works, right? Yeah. Getting a little bit of... And I was looking through my sample crate and like seeing if there's anything that I could pull from that, but I don't really know. Where is my sample crate? Yeah, there it is. Like alien cat yells for food. All right.
Oops, you're a pizza now.
Stop it!
I'm sorry, that was very loud on the microphone.
Guys, come here.
But seriously, they're driving each other crazy today.
If you want ideas...
Here's a cool sound.
I bet you've heard of If you had a gun, shoot him in the head. That's a sure way to kill him. If you don't, get yourself a club or a torch. Beat him or burn him. They go up pretty easy.
Perfect.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Like I'm just trying to. There was where is it?
Wait a minute. This isn't my world. Disappointed!
What a good meme. There is a sample here that won't get me DMCA'd probably.
But I've loved you
It's very long though,
for as long as I can remember.
but that's not what I
I
wanted.
don't know how.
You know what you said to me once?
I don't know how audible this is.
You said when it was all over, you'd build me a house in a lake.
So I don't know if anybody ever saw the movie Oblivion. It was a Tom Cruise movie from like 3 years ago. No, 3. It's like 6 years ago now.
We'd grow old and would fight.
That's probably not what we want. I think I stole that. I think I liberated that from the movie. For Let the World Forget Us. And then I never used it because it was not really appropriate. Let's try to get some more rhythmic stuff going on in here. Do, do, do. Okay, we need to come up with a song name for this, and then I think like At the Threshold. Sorry for banging on my desk earlier. I know that was crazy loud. I apologize. They're just like just super fighting today. I don't know why. I think I'm gonna do At the Threshold though. Okay, that's good. Like the microphone is attached to another part of my desk, but I also hit my table really hard. Is that how you spell threshold? I think so. Yes. It's a weird word, right? Transition's a little rough. Yeah, exactly. That's why I was like, I feel like I have to look up all my track titles now because I feel like you've made worse. Yeah. I feel like if I misspell something, it's just going to propagate throughout all of my like metadata and everything. Okay, I'm just gonna, this is monophonic, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna give this a longer release and it should be fine. Okay. As much as I like this snare, all right, Toxic, take care. Thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate it. Oh my God, I don't know if you can hear that, but they are just losing their minds today. Let's find another like sample in the correct tempo range and see if we can get something cool with that. Maybe? It's not exactly in the right key, but because we are, I mean, it is kind of in the right key actually. So if we go like this, this is what I'm talking about. Like, I just want to add like things that make it more interesting.
Remember to save.
Hello friends, remember to save. Why does that get so loud? Okay, so we can, I kind of like the idea of just bringing this out. Into its own thing, right? Like, I think this works really well. Let's just get... I think we just need to roll with it, right? It's not about... Yeah, it's not about like a specific thing now. It's just... I love Lo-Fi Glow, but man, it's really hard to work with. Can I just get rid of the B channel here? Go back to sound and change the balance. Not really the vibe, right? Interesting. Actually, I really like that. It's subtle, but we can boost it this way. And it has like a really nice like high-end fuzz, which is really cool too. Okay. Just trying to find the range for this. Really hard to hear. I think I'm going to have to layer it with something else. That just goes on forever. There we go. Then we could have this kind of like fade out again. So like my thought, like narratively with this song, my thought is that like it's like not only approaching the threshold but passing through it, and like it's a mystery on what's the other side, and it's not necessarily revealed, but there's a tension relating to like how you get there and walking through it and all that other stuff, which is kind of like where I'm at right now. So it's not that far off. Flip and hold pedal. Sustain, thank you. Yeah, so like this is just kind of a jam in the middle of here, so we have to kind of expand this out a little bit more and make it a little bit more interesting, but try that again. Good idea, though. I hecked up somewhere in here, I think. Okay. Again, this was just kind of like a counter melody, an accompaniment. I didn't want it to be crazy. So I think this needs to become a little bit more interesting. It's entirely possible that all we have to do is just add like the rides back in right here. Oh, they're already here. Because again, like this type of music doesn't need... It doesn't always need like the drums to be all over the place and crazy. Like sometimes you just need them to chill the heck out. This is great, but it's also a little annoying over the whole thing, so I think we need to maybe add... I've used this one before, I like that sound. Doesn't fit this song, but I really do like that loop. I don't think this fits either, but I kind of want to hear it anyway. Yeah, it's way too loud. That's okay. Yeah, there's some cool loops from past. This actually has a neat amount of tension to it, right? I don't, like, melodically it doesn't fit here because... Oh, maybe it does. Yeah, and then we can just kind of like transition into something else, because that's the whole point of this song, is it's transitions. It's kind of growing and moving on from one idea to the next. Hello, how are you doing, dinosaur? Also, I guess I'm cosplaying as you today, huh? Because I'm cold. And, here. Hello. How are you? Well, if you have, like, questions... Yeah, it's cold here. If you have questions, or if you, like, wanna learn about this stuff, feel free to ask, because I'm an open book when it comes to this stuff, and I really want to help, you know, encourage and enable other people to grow. No pizza. I've been wearing this the whole time. Although it would have been funny if I took an intermission and came back as a dinosaur. the CEO of Creative Sound Design. Oh, cool. Well, hey, you know, that's appreciated. I really do like this song. It's not like... This is the problem, it's like, this is the last one, you know, you want it to be like this big, huge thing, but also I like the idea that this is just like a vibe. And sometimes you just need a vibe, right? I appreciate that. Like, I would really love to get Creative Sound Desk. Yeah. I would love to get, if nothing else, more exposure on the whole 2-hour album challenge, because I really want people to thrive through that, and the ability to have more opportunities to just like get noticed through it, I guess. Like, that's kind of my whole goal of being online, right? Like, I want to use what little reach I have on the internet to
Remember to save.
assist other people to get out there. It's like the idea of a label. Oh, that delay is really loud. The idea of like being a label, but like just kind of trying to be present for other people and being like there. Because like one of the things that really warms my heart during the 2-hour album challenge is where people are like, cool funk song? Haven't really made a video or released it yet. I mean, sometimes you just gotta get it out there. I'm gonna finish Iron's idea and then I'll get to yours. Like, it warms my heart when people are like, this is like the first time I've ever been on an album. This is the first time I've ever like had somebody recognize the work that I've done, and like that means a lot to me, to be able to enable people to have like to start that cycle, to like get kickstarted and being like, you know, this is possible. This is something that I can do as a beginning artist. Don't have a good image for the video or anything like that. Well, when I started, I did a Google image search related to the name of the song that I had, and then I was like, this looks good enough, and then I used that. I also went through like my old photography folders and my camera and stuff, but there's like a weird delay here. Oh, it's coming from this. It's coming from this. Yeah. And honestly, I think that kind of works. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to actually simplify this. But yeah, Dinosaur, like I really feel that, I really feel that like the best way to make things is just to release it and then move on. That's something that I really learned while doing the 2-hour track challenge, where it's just like, it's okay to put something out into the world, because then it is in the world and you don't have to think about it anymore, and you can move on to the next idea that you have, because you're always going to have ideas, and that's like the biggest thing that I've learned through this process, that you'll always have more ideas. Like, I've never sat down and just stared at my screen for 2 hours and not come up with something. And that something might not be the best, but it is something. And I think that like that lesson was a very important one for me, because I learned that I was capable of just like being creative. And, you know, like I said, it's not always the best output, but it was something. And, you know, it's putting the time in and understanding, you know, that you are capable of this is, you know, very important to me. And I want people to understand that that's not like unique to me. That is something that anybody can do. And it takes time and effort, and sometimes it sucks, but that shouldn't stop you because there's always going to be roadblocks on your way, and you got to learn how to overcome them and be a little bit aware and just like kind of persevere through them. And I want to help enable that. And that's like not only the reason why I started doing the 2-hour track challenge. I started it kind of on a lark, and I just kind of kept doing it because it was convenient for me. But over time I did learn that it was important to me because I was able to prove to myself that I can just do that. Exactly. Like you just got to use your voice, and you got to just and like you just gotta keep rolling with it. Like that's the best you can do. And so the best advice I have is just to like release the thing that you've been wanting to release, and then just do another thing. Which, you know, doesn't sound like very helpful, but honestly, like it's something that I wish that I knew a long time ago. Do I like that? I don't know if I like that. But yeah, like the best way to cultivate your style, in heavy quotes, is to just make things. And the best way to be a better maker is to release things. Than doing other things, just sitting until I manage to make a video and release it. Yeah. I have about a song before I did. That was pretty much permanent. Yeah, so I think that like it would be a good weekend project to just sit down and make the video. Like it doesn't, like a music video doesn't have to be like a huge multi-month project or anything. Sometimes you just gotta sit down and make something, and you know, you're good. Like I made music videos for all of these albums, and you know, they're not, what's a good example? They're not here like the Resonance video. I really like it's not complicated, but like the ability, or like just making this visualizer, it took, you know, 2 hours or something to set up. And then, you know, it doesn't have to be fancy or huge, but yeah, you find your own voice, and that's all that matters, right? You just got to find your voice. Okay, I actually do think I like this, but this last snare is not what I want. Okay. We could actually like loop back. We could have this kind of like big build up. This is almost like the breakdown for the song. Yeah, exactly. I completely agree with you, Dinosaur. My voice most of the time is like, I'm gonna make whatever I feel like making, and I hope you like it too, you know? So yeah, we could actually bring this all the way back if we wanted. It is like narratively, does that work with the song? So that's an excellent question, Ben. We could also, if we wanted to, is this where Ben transitions out of minor? This is like my character development. Obviously, these are not right. I don't know. That's kind of nice. I don't know if the bleeps are important here. I kind of like that. Like it evokes a sense of progress. Make finishing touches. Yeah. Yeah, 2 hours is nearly gone. But, you know, if you're on the Discord, which I think I can, feel free to post the link there. I would love to see it. Because again, like I think that it's important to just like make things and share them and then move on. And I think the idea of just like pushing through something that is admittedly a little difficult, I think that, you know, you got to do it, and I'm glad that you're taking the initiative to actually do it, you know? Yeah, no, I don't expect anybody to ever be active on, like, this Discord or any Discord, you know? Like, it's just, there's so much information out there right now, and it's really hard to find something that sticks with you. Like, the only reason I'm on the Discord all the time is because I'm, like, one of the mods on it, you know? I guess technically it's my Discord, so I should probably be more active on it. Okay. I'm getting there. I gotta remember this original chord progression now. It was, well, it's... And then it's a F minor. F over A. Okay. So it's like it's signifying character growth, right? We started in minor and we're going to major, and I don't know why I'm trying to build a whole story around this, but you know. Project time display says 20 hours. Right, okay. messed up one note here. I think it was this one. Because we're going to... Was it this one? What did I mess up then? That's what it is. And there's nothing wrong with spending a lot of time on a project, right? Like, I think that there's a lot of value in that too. But it's also important to just, like, not let perfectionism get you. Because it's a nasty trap to fall in. And you feel like, oh, if I just spend another couple hours tweaking knobs on this, you know, the song will be perfect. And it's like, no, it'll never be perfect. And you'll just spend a lot of time being frustrated because it's not. This solo is very boring.
Remember to save.
Everybody remember to save. It's not perfectionism, it's just being lazy. Oh, well, there's that. Trust me, I've been there too. Yeah, I've definitely been there where there's just like projects that I've spent, you know, years making, just like poking at it every couple months and be like, yeah, it's not ready yet or whatever. And like sometimes I'm just like, okay, now I'm just going to release it because I'm sick of having this on my plate. I need to like get my butt in gear. So, it doesn't mesh with the, okay, so it doesn't mesh with the sub bass, which is why it sounds weird. I just feel like there's something missing here, right? Maybe we need like another layer of pads or something? I kind of released a little earlier, might have been wanted. Yeah, good enough. I'm getting a specific day to release. I'm not delaying making the video. It is a big message. That's okay though. Spend a long time over the following months or tweaking little bits until I end up releasing, sometimes not. One of those times. So I don't think it'll be. Well, I'm glad. Like, I think it's more important to get things out there. Even if they're not perfect, which, you know, you seem to not really be worried about perfection, which is good. But okay. Yeah. It's so easy to fall into that trap. Forgot what chord I'm doing. God, what are we doing here? Like, I think that we're kind of like on the home stretch for this song, but like, I don't know. I don't really know how to finish it. I don't really know where it's going. I guess that's kind of the point, right? You don't really know where it's going. And I don't really know, man. So we could like put a MIDI effect on here, like an arpeggiator, and just let it figure itself out. Felt songs released for certain days. Yeah, and I mean that was one of the big things that was beneficial to me about the 2-hour track challenge is that I had like I had a dedicated release schedule, which I'm still planning on doing with the Patreon and everything else. Like I still want to make sure that people have a kind of a dedicated release schedule for everything, but like I also just want to be a little bit more free with how I approach music production. If I want to do something a little bit more complicated, that's fine. But if I also just want to sit down and make like video game loops for 2 hours, make like 4 different loops, like I should be able to do that without feeling guilty that I'm only spending, 30 minutes on a song instead of 2 hours. And like, it's just the balance for me. But yeah, having a regular release schedule is pretty important for me personally. Like again, I'm talking from my own personal vibes because like obviously everybody has different approaches to things. Oh, that goes to the F major. I don't know if this is the right way to work on this track. What am I doing? What is my life? Right, it's G, not A. So we're I try to remind myself actual writing. Yeah, exactly. Like there have been songs that I basically took 20 minutes to write, and they're some of my favorites. Here, I'll give you an example. The moon seems unaffected. I think it's called... I think it was this one.
Okay, so
oh my god, shut up. God, I hate YouTube. But yeah, like, I think it was... Yeah, this song, Acceptance, was a song that took me about 20 minutes to write. Like, I wrote the solo, the sax solo, and then I played the piano underneath it, and then I spent a little bit of time, like, tweaking things, and then it was done. I'm like, oh, okay. Why can't all music be this easy? God, these chords. Oh, geez, what was that chord? It's C minor. There it is. No, see, I don't want to go to that though because it's so expected. So if we do these, I don't know. I don't really know where this goes. Because it feels like it needs a counter melody, right? So, I mean, oh, 2 weeks, I'm going to hit 5 years of music. Oh, that's awesome. Congratulations. More than last year. Yeah, exactly. That's like really impressive. That's awesome. Keeping at it is really important. That's like the biggest thing, right? Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I feel like there's a lot of survivor bias in music production or any kind of creative art, where it's just like I'm famous, and like, yeah, that's true, but it's also because you've been doing it for X number of years, and you know that just kind of, you just roll the dice enough times and people will notice you. And I mean, sometimes unfortunately they don't, but like, I think that like, you can't just make one song and expect to like live off of that, off the royalties of that forever, you know. Like, it's just something that it's a game of perseverance, and you know. Oof, that's loud. Why is that so loud? Get down. Oh. Well, see, here's the thing. That happens to me too. I listen to other people's music, and I'm like, man, I wish I could be that good. You know? And it's just like, it's a cycle where it's a cycle where you want to make sure that you're like bolstering other people. You're like pushing them up and trying to make them feel like it's possible, and it is possible. That's the thing. Like, all of this is possible. Like, we could go back to the first 2-hour track challenge that I ever made, and instead of getting a flipping ad through YouTube, let's just do this. And it was definitely a different type of song. Like, I think, yeah, this is the first 2-hour track challenge that I did. That's not helpful, and it's fine. Like, it has cool vibes, and it was really fun to make, and I had a good time.
Remember to save.
But it's also like, sound quality wise, it's just like, it was okay. Like, and it was not like interesting, like melodically or with chord progressions or anything like that too. So I think that there's a lot to learn, you know. Wrong octave. This is also a counter melody. I have to remember that, right? Kind of want to like roll off the highs on this. I feel like it's a little aggressive. Oh yeah, I gotta fix that too. Don't pay attention to that. Oh, should I like actually resolve that? I thought I did resolve that. Whoops. So yeah, we're just kind of like wrapping up this song, I think. Hey, Dire Liar, how are you? I like your name. It's very, it has a, people don't always like this word, but it has a good mouthfeel. Dire Liar. How are you? I'll get you some piano. That's my notification. That's been my notification for like almost a year now, I think. I think I set my notification up to the lick when I did that. And sometimes with words, you have like that synesthetic response where you're just like, that word sound. It's fun to say. It feels good to say. When I was doing that Twitch incubation program, I think when I did that one stream where I was on the front page of Twitch, I had changed my my notification to the lick, and I don't think I've changed it back since. Well, clearly I haven't. That was another stressful stream that I survived through. You know? And we survived through this stream too. I'm just gonna like automate the bass down. There's a couple things that I need to do to like finish this song up. Hey Mimi, thank you so much for that. I'll get you some piano in a second. I just need to finish this up before my time runs out. I don't think I'm gonna use these. Nah, it's too much motion. Here. How you doing, Mimi? Tree planting too. Add a tree. Wow, we're up to 6 this month. That's awesome. Thank you. Yeah, so yeah, this is, if you're not familiar with this whole thing, this is the 2-hour track challenge. I made a song. I started the song 2 hours ago, and now this is where we're at. Well, let's just play the whole thing. I'm going to turn off the timer. I think we're basically done. There's some tweaks that need to happen over here, but I'll play the whole thing. Definitely needs like some work on the mix down, but you know, the purpose is to make a song and not necessarily make the song sound perfect, you know? Thank you. I'm a pretty big fan of this one. Trying some new things, you know? I feel like this is panned a little too far to the left. Let's see if I can pull this thing out. Wow, this actually does have an instrument to it. Why is the filter all hecked up on it? Oh, that sounds way better. Why didn't I do that to begin with? That's going to require some tweaking, but that's okay. All right, I didn't turn off my timer. It's okay. Sounds kind of the same to me. What do you mean by that? Do you mean just kind of like the general vibe of the song? It doesn't really... Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, you're not wrong. This song has a very the vibe is very consistent throughout it, and a lot of what changes are the chord progressions, and like some of the changes are a little bit more subtle. Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, so this instrument right here, originally it was like this, and it was just like all weird noise and hard to hear. So there's like some middle ground in here that I need to find. So it was hard to hear because it was buried. It was layered with this. And really it was layered with this too. So it had a lot. That's pretty though. Yeah, synths are wild. Like, sound design and synthesis and stuff is... You can spend your whole life figuring that stuff out. And... I try. Oh, it's way so. It's a very musical onion. I like that name. Okay, so these probably should be like this. Was this not? Did I like not change the pedals at all through all that? Yeah, this needs to, there we go. Also, another thing I want to do is have a slight tempo change on this. I think that would help exemplify the fact that the song is done. Just, plus it makes the song 3 seconds longer. You know, and that's the important thing. Why? Is there a pedal on this saxophone that I'm not aware of? Sustain pedal. There is not. Why were you playing? Yeah. Okay, I think we're done. Anyway, I'm just doing some like really simple cleanup stuff. But yeah, I think we're good. So I don't really know what to say at the end here. I've been kind of thinking about it. The very mood song. Yes. That ending feels both resolved and unresolved at the same time. Yeah, that's because I have a pedal down on these accidentally, and I'm trying to fix that. Or are you just talking like from a mood perspective, which I also kind of agree with. I'm actually going to do the same thing I did with the bass. Just throw this on there. So
Remember to save.
hey everybody, hello friends. Remember to save. So for those of you who aren't familiar, I started the 2-hour track challenge 8 years ago today. And this is the final official one. I'm still going to do timed challenges. I'm still going to do all that stuff. I'm still doing my normal streams, and all of that other stuff. But this is the last official one, and actually it's making me a little emotional, because I have been writing a song every week with this like structure, and it has been one of the most formative experiences of my life, both creatively and just like personally, you know, like this has been something that I have put a lot of energy and time into, and I feel like it's been rewarding for me in a lot of different ways. And the fact that it's kind of done has filled me with a lot of like existential dread because I feel like I wanted to move on to other things. Like this is not like me. I'm quitting. This is like, oh, I'm done with this forever. Like this is just me wanting to say that I have successfully proven that I can make a song in 2 hours. And hopefully I've also, through the fact that I've recorded all of these and posted them online, proven to other people that it is possible to do it, and that it's something that you should like maybe try and strive towards. And I really get a lot of joy out of this whole process, but I also want to move on, and I want to see what else I can do creatively. And it's tough for me to kind of reconcile that, right? Because like this has been such a habit for me. Every Wednesday I sit down and I start a timer and I make a song, and from here on out I don't have that structure. I don't have the ability to, well, I mean, I can still do that. I'm not saying that I'm quitting music forever. I'm just doing things differently, and I don't know, like it's a big thing for me, and I'm not really sure how I'm going to do things in the future. And like that's fine. Like it's fine if the future is hey Arius, how you doing? We just kind of finished up. It's okay if the future is unknown. And that's kind of like what you said, Pizza, at the ending of this song kind of feels known and unknown at the same time, and that's definitely the vibe, or resolved and unresolved. That's definitely the vibe that I feel right now. I've spent the last week, if not the last like 9 months, dreading making this song, because I don't know how it's going to go, and it's the last one in the series, and it has to be good, or else it's like, it doesn't have to be good. But it felt like the final exam, right? It's the last one in the series. And I'm glad that it turned out okay. Orius, I'll play this for you. I really like this song. But yeah, like this whole process has been really important to me. And I mean, aside from me, I should also thank everybody watching, both on Twitch and on YouTube, because this has like not been a solo project. The whole point of this series is to do it like publicly, you know? Doing it publicly and failing publicly and like struggling publicly and having this whole thing be available for people because like I want to showcase that being a creative person is not always easy, but it is rewarding. And that's like the most important thing. I'm gonna have to re-render this. I'm tweaking stuff again. This has like a weird pitch bend to it, which I'm not a huge fan of. But I don't know if I can change it. Yeah, and that's kind of how it ended up, right? Walking off into the sunset. Oh, yeah, Dinosaur, this is Contact's baritone saxophone through Session Horns Pro. And I have a breath controller, which I have a breath controller that I use to modulate the volume, which is this right here. So the breath controller helps make things feel much more organic. You can watch this volume bounce up and down right here. Yeah, it surprisingly does a lot of work. I'm gonna listen to this section again. I'm switching stuff around and I don't want to mess it up. Pedal off. There we go. Okay, I'm going to listen to this one more time. Okay. Yeah, I think this works really well. Didn't have a chance to put the Madame Berry sound in there, which was honestly a big part of my streams.
And it just goes like...
It would feel inappropriate to add that to the end of this song. But yeah, like I really appreciate, to get back on track to what I was saying, like I really appreciate everybody joining me on this journey too. Like I started this 8 years ago and I have been streaming at least once a week for 8 years to make all of these songs, and I could not have gotten as much done as I did, nor would I have been able to continue doing it if it weren't for people showing up and saying hi and being a part of the stream. Because I feel like a large part of my motivation is to continue to grow as an artist, because that allows me to, interact with you. And I've learned music theory. Can you look something up after this render? Sure, I'd love to. I learned music theory throughout this process over the last 8 years. I've learned how to better be a better composer, a better arranger, to how to do proper mix downs. Like I've done all of this stuff throughout this series, and one of the best things that I've been able to get from this is like growing a community and finding new friends, and that's really important to me. So excuse me, I'm losing my voice. Surf O'Clock. Oh man, Let's find out. Surf O'Clock. March 30th, 2017. So it was a little over a year. Oh my God. It was a little over a year into my journey. Yeah, this was season 3. This was in Mexico, by the way. I remember taking this picture. That's awesome. Anyway, I'll leave this in the background. Absolutely, Dinosaur. Helping you name this one? Yeah. This is a fun song. I need to find a loop point for this track, though. It has been a long time. Like it blows me away that like Toxic has subscribed for, oh God, how many months is it? I don't know if I have it on my feed still. But Toxic has subscribed for like 70 months or something. Yeah, 71 months. Which is crazy. Also, this lead at the end. This is like, that lead right there could be like the next summer banger in the right hands. Okay, we need to find a loop point for this. I don't think it's just like straight up. Yeah, I guess we could just go like this and it would be a good loop point. Okay, actually we'll just go like this. Loop point completed. Yeah, and Dinosaur, to answer what you're saying, I would absolutely say to do it your way. You just need to find what your way is. For me, it's doing songs in 2 hours. It's doing songs quickly and then going back and like cleaning things up and fixing things up. For you, that's completely different, but I would still suggest trying to do timed challenges because it keeps you focused on the actual goal instead of like twiddling knobs for hours on end, which is what I end up doing when I'm not streaming. And it's important to keep moving, you know. But yeah, if you find something that works for you, you should just run with it because that's the best way to get things done. And really, like, the whole goal is just to get things done. And that's it. Like I said, I think Madame Berry is actually streaming now, and she's not doing creative stuff this time. I think she's actually playing a game that she contributed art to. So let's just wait for this ad to go away, and then I will bounce things over to her. And I think that's it. I mean, I could go on and pontificate for forever, just talking about like how this challenge has affected me. And you know, I'm still going to be doing streams. I'm still going to be doing everything else, but like it's an end of an era, you know, for me. And you know, 8 years is about a fifth of my life, and that's a long time that I've been doing this every week. Yeah, take care, Aureus. I really appreciate you hanging out and saying hi, and I hope that I'll be able to see all of you. Pizza, you monster! Pizza just redeemed a piano solo. How long have you been had that one in the chamber? We just need to make music for fun. Yeah, exactly. Well, I appreciate it. Here, we'll play the chord progression again because I actually really like this chord progression. I came up with it before the stream started. I have like 60,000 points on Madame Barry's channel. It's funny. So okay, I hit raid. I have to go. My people need me. Guys, again, I'm going to say thank you until I leave, but I really appreciate it. So thank you so much for being a part of my life and being a part of this whole challenge. And I hope that whatever chapter we open next is also going to be, you know, fundamentally amazing. And there will be issues, and you know,
Remember to save.
remember to save. There's always going to be friction when it comes to making things, but hopefully working together with your friends and my friends and everybody else of the community, we can keep making cool things together, and that's really all that matters. So this dinosaur is gonna go get some lunch. I almost did like a really weird cringy rar, but I didn't. Goodbye. Oh man. Thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate it. No, I'm not. No, I'm not gonna. I refuse to rar. I have standards. I'm not gonna do it. I'm sticking to my guns. I'm gonna go raid Madame Barry's channel now. Goodbye, everybody. I love you so much. I appreciate you, and I'll see you later.